Gen 7 music hits like a drum. Being the games that effectively launched my channel, Pokémon Sun and Moon were actually one of the first game soundtracks I purchased, for the purpose of using the music in videos. Of course, being one of the most hype build-ups for a Pokémon game release in recent memory, the music played in every new trailer and became the backdrop for the excitement. As these are more modern Pokemon games, the quality for the music is of course top-notch. After exploring what the 3DS was capable of in Generation 6, Sun and Moon were allowed to bring their full force. And that starts with the Alola region theme, which is a blast of emotions, pushing you on your journey to a brand new land with vastly different Pokemon. Another song that incorporates vocals, it feels so much more alive and fits the island theme of Alola. The sweeping music gives that iconic adventurous vibe as you begin setting out for a new adventure. It was the perfect backdrop to the hype leading up to Generation 7. And on this island, things actually start pretty humbly. The early towns of Melee Island have a very welcoming feel that paint them as an idealized and peaceful place. Howley City is one of my favorite themes to help set the mood for a bright and cheery morning. Having the player character live so close to a larger city made the whole island feel a lot more connected, and with how nice this place looked, everything was just so welcoming. The bright morning would even continue into the night because there was a night theme. This was something brought back in full force during Generation 7 as it was heavily focused on the sun and moon, so there had to be day themes and night themes for multiple cities. I love how there are different variations of the city themes because they can sound so different but still give off the same vibes. And through all this, the many other cities across the islands of Alola continue feeling welcome and unique. Paniyola Town is a personal favorite of mine, having a very western look and theme. It's something we don't get very often in Pokemon, but I'm so glad we did. Somehow Paniyola Town doesn't feel too out of place with how diverse the entire region can get. It also being the home of the best sheriff on Alola, there's also a lot to like for it being such a small place, and the music just fits perfectly. Malie City is another favorite of mine, leaning back into the Japanese theme, even being a place in lore that was founded by the people of the Johto region. It sounds so much better than any other Japanese themes in past Pokemon games. Probably another case of the composers flexing the newer technology compared to what they had before. And what better way to go all out than with a Johto-inspired city? It's a peaceful song that it also has a feeling of thrill. But if you want a full peaceful song, the night version almost feels like a 180, but in a good way. After going from the adventurous day theme to the night theme, it's almost like the backdrop to a relaxing night once you finished a day of traveling and battling. Overall, Sun and Moon has so many unique cities and locations and equally diverse musical themes to go along with them. From Iki Town to Seafolk Village, there's so much to see and experience. But it isn't all just locations. Some of the character themes in Sun and Moon are so good. The entire Aether family is basically at the forefront of the story. Lily is the first that you meet. Being a pretty mysterious character at first, her musical theme starts with a soft piano. It picks up as it keeps going and has a very fairy tale-like sound, which matches her elegant appearance that she has for the first part of the game. While it vaguely has a tragic feeling mirroring her story, it's still also kind of upbeat and calming. And even though she gets a new theme for her Z-powered form later, her original theme still kind of fits. Both Gladian's theme and Battle theme are great as well, having some harsher tones while still being similar to those of a rival theme. It's reminiscent of some Generation 5 songs, but it still fits very well in Sun and Moon, where everything is bright, showing him to be an antagonistic force who's originally aligned with the villains but isn't completely gone. And Lucamine's theme, oh my gosh, freaking Lucamine herself is just some perfection, you know, aside from the bad parenting. It starts off softly, similar to Lily's theme, except more ominous, and when it picks up, it's almost calming, yet there's still a sinister feeling underneath. I know a good amount of us predicted the Aether Foundation would be the true villains of the game, but this theme still works as a general theme for a character who initially appears to be a stoic good guy, until her true intentions as well as her wrong deeds are uncovered, and it still fits as a character theme even then. Overall, Sun and Moon just really hit it out of the park with the character themes. Even with songs as new and weird as Team Skull and Guzma, it just comes together so well, showing off who these characters are on the outside as well as the inside. But this is only the beginning. The first big indicator that something strange is going on in this island is the battle with the Ultra Beast in the Aether Foundation. And the Ultra Beast battle theme heralds this descent into madness. It sounds slightly distorted at times, almost mirroring Giratina's battle theme. Warp sounds are incorporated into it, giving it the feeling that this creature has come here from some far unknown place. At times, the song almost breaks down, sounding like weird murmurings that an extraterrestrial or interdimensional being would make in a feeble attempt to communicate. And when Lusamine reveals herself as the true villain, her battle theme kicks into gear. I love how it incorporates her character theme, but also sounds like an epic soundtrack piece for a legendary Pokemon. Not necessarily a legendary Pokemon battle theme, but something that would play as they appear. It fits perfectly to set up for the soon coming encounter with Solgaleo and Lunala, and so much of the dramatic music that plays as the story progresses is so good, allowing us to set out on this adventure to get ourselves to Ultra Space while Lusamine is already there. And after a powerful encounter with the legendary Pokemon, we finally see what lies beyond. In the first games, we get a peek of Ultra Space, which we would get to see more of later, but the first time wandering around in Neoligo's domain is so powerfully ominous. Things look vaguely familiar, yet completely alien, and the music sets the mood as we see Ultra Beast phasing in and out of space. Almost the same way the song seems to fade in and out of your ears, until we finally encounter Lusamine for the final time. And finally, one of the craziest boss battles commences. Showdown Lusamine is the perfect fusion of Lusamine's battle theme and the Ultra Beast battle theme, and rightfully so. While I think this battle could have potentially been even more insane than it already was, the battle music still pushes you on during this final showdown. Yet another time where the stage is set for the standoff for the fate of the world between the protagonist and the villain, and thankfully, we're victorious for the moment. While the main story of Sun and Moon can seem like quite the ordeal, it's always kind of easy to forget that there's still one more piece of this puzzle. Once the Pokemon League is finished and we get to reach the champion, we're surprised to find that Kukui is our final challenge. The battle at the summit is a perfect song for this because it's not even Kukui's theme. It's used every time you complete a run through the Pokemon League and anyone shows up to challenge you. This is because it's your theme. You, the player character, get their very own battle theme. And while it's not my favorite battle theme of Generation 7, it still gives me goosebumps for its execution. It incorporates the Alola region theme as well as the main Pokemon theme, which we hear at every title screen, making it a celebration of our journey up until this point. Every trainer we've battled, every route we've traveled, every Pokemon we've caught, all of it capping off a great Pokemon game. When it comes to Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon, there are definitely some interesting themes that I think were added, and they all are pretty good, but I just really love base Sun and Moon as it is. But I'll be darned if I didn't talk about that one song. Ultra Necrozma's battle theme is by far my favorite Pokemon battle theme. Ultra Necrozma itself is one of my favorite legendary Pokemon, a secret final form that we only get to see after climbing to the very top of Ultra Megalopolis, and it's even a giant dragon made out of light. It seemed like Generation 7 would break the trend of the third legendary being some big dragon, but man, I am so glad this is what they went with. This was such an unexpected battle and caught so many of us off guard. And the actual song itself is just the ultimate theme for a Pokemon. It sounds like a space epic and has the groundwork for a legendary Pokemon theme, but it also has similar feelings to the Ultra Beast battle theme and even a little bit of Deoxys battle theme, and somehow, after this, it all manages to still be so unique. This is legitimately the hardest hitting song in all of Generation 7, and it really serves as the final end cap to Alola. Such a friendly and diverse region with fun characters we meet, all giving way to an epic showdown beyond our universe. Sun and Moon were some of the more ambitious games when it came to plot, characters, story, and scenario, and the music was the biggest driving force that underscored every step. And this is why Generation 7 hits like a drum. But anyway, hey, this is GatorX, and let me know what you think about Generation 7 music. Yes, definitely quite the generation, a lot of music, and obviously I did not get to talk about every single song that was, you know, popular, but thank you guys for your suggestions. Obviously, I mean, this video is already over 10 minutes long. The base video is over 10 minutes long without the outro. It was so much, but it was so good, so fun to make, and especially as the last video of the year, or actually maybe the first video of the year, depending on where you live. But yeah, it's thank you for joining me during this year with the journey of the Pokemon music discussion videos. We could keep going, obviously. We've got Generation 1, 2, and 8 still left, but those will come later on if you guys think I should continue. But regardless, this has been Generation 7 music. Hits hard, hits like a drum, whatever. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe, enable notifications, all that cool stuff, and we'll be ready for the brand new year of more content. But anyway, this has been GatorX. Have a nice day.